Now Boruto and Ohnoki have escaped the plains, which we actually go to a place where Ohnoki had buried kozuki, which he tells them the story about Kozuki's dreams and his will, which we actually hear about the story soon. Meanwhile, we actually head over to Kozuki's office where the victim had regained consciousness, where he actually told them that he was actually put under a genjutsu by the enemy. As soon as they actually contacted for help, Lord Ko and the rest have stopped him with an entire army of kakutas, which they told him that the village is under their control, and they actually sent an army of kakutas to the village to patrol everything, which means that the villagers are under threat. However, Koguya told him about Shigadai's escape, which he put him in charge of finding him, and which we actually going to see of how they're going to put in charge. Meanwhile, we actually heard the story of Ohnoki told Boruto the story about his grandson, which after the fourth great ninja war, it have left many scars around the villages, which they have rebuilt the hidden stone village, and we actually knew that Ohnoki is retiring, leaving Kozuki in charge, which he actually headed back where his grandson Kozuki is waiting for him, which he actually told him about the Junin exam, which we knew that he's going to be a Junin, but he's wanting to become a Tsuchikage, and he actually told him that he's going to uphold the peace, which we actually heard about the story before. However, we actually knew on one day Akatsuki actually told Ohnoki that Kozuki was actually injured. How happened is because he was trying to stop a group of ninjas from stealing village secrets, but he was injured during the attack. Instead of waiting for backup, we actually can tell that he wanted to become a Tsuchikage, but he wanted to become a ninja to uphold the peace and try to do it all. Then he actually died on his hands. We actually can tell that he was devastated, in which Kozuki gave Ohnoki the notes that Kozuki is actually written on. The last word he said that he wanted to become a Tsuchikage like his grandfather. So he actually decided to try to come up with a way to uphold the peace. That way he led to the hidden jutsu to create akutas, but he actually won't get any approval of it, and he actually have a visitor by the same doctor who Shigadai actually attacked to escape, which he showed him the sample of how to create non-human soldiers. And so he decided to do what Kozuki wanted to do before he died. He was actually working with a doctor that took the sample to create Lord Ko and the others, and then he actually created the Akutas. So he actually needed Mitsuki to create the non-human soldiers. And when Boruto asked him what sample did he use, it's something that we're actually familiar about. It was actually the Right, Zetsu. He was actually in shock to hear that he actually used those, and we knew that he actually using them to his advantage. Meanwhile, in the village, we see Shigadai in a robe try to escape the Akutas and try to get a message to his father, which Lord Ko actually orders Sekie to bring 5 ninjas, in which Kirara say that using their hearts will make them perfect. However, they won't actually do anything about it until Ohnoki actually gave him the approval. So she ordered her and Kaku to find him, in which we seen Boruto and Ohnoki actually finished talking about the story, with Boruto trying to stop him, and Ohnoki told him that they'll be back being enemies, and that is when Kaku found them, and we actually gonna see the battle that is gonna happen next week. Now I'm actually in shock that Ohnoki was actually gonna use the white setsu, although we actually knew that the Usushi actually used. But what this actually means is that we knew they're actually going to do something about them. So what's the deal with them taking Mitsuki and their fortifications? So we're actually going to find out next weekend on the next episode. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment up what you think about the episode. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and like my Facebook page. Until then, this is Anime Guy right here saying sign out. Laters!